All right, pull up a chair. Let's talk. You've been there, haven't you? Staring at your phone, thumbs hovering over the keyboard. You've sent a text. A good one, you thought. You see those three little dots appear, then disappear. Panic sets in. So you send another. Just wanted to add, and another. Also, did you know that? Before you know it, you've sent a multi-paragraph manifesto of your thoughts, your feelings, your entire day's schedule, and the complete history of your favorite sports team. Meanwhile, her reply, when it finally comes, is, ouch. We've all felt that sting. We're taught that communication is key, that more is better. So we talk, we explain, we justify, we fill every single pocket of silence, because we're terrified that if we stop, she'll lose interest. But what if I told you that's exactly why she is losing interest? What if the secret to making her feel more, to making her more curious, more intrigued, more attracted, is to say less? Sounds crazy, right? Like telling a chef to use less flavor. But stick with me. Your big brother's here to let you in on one of the biggest, most misunderstood secrets of attraction. And by the end of this, you're going to look at that keyboard in a whole new way. The title of this video isn't just clickbait, my friend. It's a strategy. Think about attraction for a second. It's a lot like a magic trick. When you watch a great magician, what makes it so captivating? It's the mystery. It's the not knowing. You see a woman levitate, and you're filled with wonder, awe, and a dozen questions. The moment the magician stops the show, pulls back the curtain, and shows you the wires, the mirrors, and the hidden platform, what happens? The magic is gone. It's just a clever puzzle now, an engineering problem. It's interesting, maybe, but the feeling, the wonder, is dead. When you over-explain, when you text her your every waking thought, when you verbally narrate your entire life story on the first date, you are the magician explaining the trick. You're killing the magic. You leave no room for her imagination, no space for her to wonder about you. You're serving her a full 10-course meal on a platter and then wondering why she isn't hungry for more. You've answered every question she hasn't even thought to ask yet, so if you stop talking so much, what happens? Do you just sit there in awkward silence? No. You create something far more powerful. You create a void. Now, void sounds empty and negative, but in the world of attraction, it's a supercharged space. It's a vacuum. And what does nature do with a vacuum? It rushes to fill it. When you create a small, calculated void in your conversation, her mind is what rushes in to fill it. She starts asking herself questions. What's he thinking? I wonder what he does on the weekends. He seems really calm and confident. I wonder why. You're not handing her a detailed biography of yourself. You're handing her a paintbrush and a blank canvas. And her mind, fueled by curiosity, will start to paint a picture of you. And trust me, the picture her imagination paints is almost always more compelling and attractive than the one you could ever describe with words. You're letting her become an active participant in the discovery of who you are, rather than a passive audience member at your one-man show. This isn't deception, it's intrigue. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do this without coming across as a cold, silent weirdo? It's an art, not a science experiment. Let's get practical. First, let's talk about texting. Your phone is probably where you do the most damage. From now on, I want you to adopt the less is more mantra. Your texts should be like a good movie trailer, not the whole movie. They should be impactful, create a smile or a question, and then end. For example, instead of texting, "Hey, hope you're having a good day. I just got out of a super long meeting. It was so boring, but my boss liked my presentation, so that's good. Now I'm heading to the gym. What are you up to? Try this instead. You've been on my mind today. Hope you're smiling." See the difference? The first one is a diary entry. It's needy. It reports information and asks for information in return. The second one is pure emotion and intrigue. It's confident. It doesn't ask a question, but it almost guarantees she'll ask one back. It creates that void. Why was I on his mind? What made him say that? Let her wonder. Let her chase a little. Now, let's move to face-to-face conversation. This is even more crucial. The goal here isn't to be mute, it's to be an effective listener and a powerful speaker. Most guys think a good conversation is about them talking. Wrong. A great conversation is about her talking. Your job is to be the catalyst. Instead of rambling on about your job, ask her an open-ended question about her passions. Something better than, what do you do? Try, what's something you're working on right now that you're really excited about? And then, shut up. Listen. Actually listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Absorb what she's saying, nod, and hold eye contact. And learn to embrace the pause. When she finishes a thought, don't immediately jump in with your own story. Pause for a second or two. Let her words hang in the air. This does two incredible things. First, it shows you are truly listening and processing, not just reloading your own conversational ammo. Second, it creates a gravitational pull. Often, she will jump in to fill that pause, revealing more about herself, because the slight tension is compelling. That confident, comfortable silence is magnetic. It communicates more self-assurance than 1,000 words ever could. Lean back. Literally and figuratively. You're not trying to win an argument. You're trying to build a connection. And this brings me to the final boss of saying less. Actions. The oldest saying in the book is, actions speak louder than words, for a reason. Because it's true. You can tell a woman all day that you're ambitious, funny, and adventurous. It's just noise. It's you, the magician, explaining the trick. Or you can just be those things. Don't tell her you're ambitious. Let her see you focused on your goals, building your project, or talking passionately about your career. Don't tell her you're funny. Make a clever observation that makes her laugh. Don't tell her you're adventurous. Invite her to do something you've never done before. When your actions consistently demonstrate your character, your words become a rare and valuable currency. When you finally do say something direct and meaningful, like, I really enjoy spending time with you, it will land with the force of a tidal wave, because it's not buried under an avalanche of meaningless chatter. It's a confirmation of everything she's already started to feel and observe. Now, before you go and take a vow of silence and start communicating only through intense stares and interpretive dance, let's put the emergency brake on for a second. This is a crucial distinction. Saying less is not about being emotionally unavailable. It is not about playing games, being manipulative, or stonewalling someone when they are trying to have a serious conversation. If she is upset, if you're having a disagreement, or if you need to talk about the direction of your relationship, that is the time to communicate clearly, honestly, and fully. Being a man of few words is not an excuse to be a man with no emotional depth. The whole point of making your everyday words more impactful is so that when it's time for the important words, they carry immense weight. This strategy is for building initial attraction and intrigue. It's for turning that spark into a flame. It's not for maintaining a long-term relationship by being a silent, unfeeling rock. That's not confident mystery. That's just being a bad partner. So what's the big takeaway here? This isn't about memorizing lines or following a script. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about moving from a place of seeking validation to a place of quiet confidence. You don't need to prove yourself to her with a constant stream of words. Your value isn't determined by how much you can talk, but by the weight of your actions and the deliberate impact of your words. You are the prize. Your attention is valuable. Your thoughts are worth exploring, not giving away for free to the first person who asks. By saying less, you are subconsciously communicating that you are a high-value man who is selective about how he spends his energy and his words. You create the mystery, you build the tension, you let her imagination do the heavy lifting. You become the unforgettable magic trick, not the boring instruction manual. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is this. The next time you're texting, cut your message in half. The next time you're on a date, focus on listening twice as much as you speak. Stop trying to fill every silence. Instead, start owning it. Go on. Say less. And watch what happens. If this video flipped a switch in your brain, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to Goodbye Mr. Nice. We're all about ditching the old rules that don't work. Drop a comment below with the word impact if you're ready to make your words count. Remember, don't just be the nice guy. Be the guy she can't stop thinking about. See you in the next one.